to all the people who might have been offended by the content of this video, please note that while the words were Sarah Nakamura's, the tone was mine. And I'm a sassy bitch, so blame that on me and keep it respectful.
Somebody's opinion.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Just Some Bodhi's Opinion. My name is Bodhi, and today we're going to be talking about Sarah Nakamura's top 5 burns from the recent glut of Q&As. Now, context, Rafe Judkins opened the floodgates a week ago when he was Comic-Con and he was drinking his gin and tonic, and he said, let's have a fucking Q&A. So besides the ton of info and insights from his Q&A, Sarah also joined in, replying on his replies sometimes, and she was a fucking delight. Now, to the clueless out there, Sarah Nakamura is the show's book consultant. She helps Rafe, the writing team, the cast and crew with various notes from the text itself. Reading straight from the wiki, her work with the writing team includes creating a document that breaks down every scene in the episode, gives specific dialogue and scene references from the book, discussing changes with Judkins and the writing team, and reviewing scripts and changes made to ensure that everything in the show is grounded with Wheel of Time knowledge, or at the very least to be able to tell the writing team, the various canon aspects of what they're writing, and ensuring there is a deep foundation to Robert Jordan's work. And by the way, did you know that she was Moraine fucking de Modred in the teaser for the Towers of Midnight release?
And I may yet have a role to play. May the light keep you safe.
And so, as the show's book consultant, she is faced with tons of questions all the time, especially, for example, when Rafe throws up things like, what are the long-term ramifications if we kill Tom off? Yes, that's an actual Rafe quote. So she has that enviable position of being right at the forefront of things and providing references to everything from the books. Actually, I don't envy her. I absolutely adore her for her work in it because I for sure cannot. Anyway, so she was very active during the Q&A and I got a lot of insights from her participation. So I wanted to talk about her top 5 burns because there were certain commenters who tried to provide their opinion as fact, and of course she shut them down so beautifully, and I just wanted to chronicle that. And when we talk about this show and book stuff, tempers will rise. I know that. So can I just ask everyone to show some grace and courtesy in the comments, just like Sarah does in her own comments. And whether you love or hate the show, I would leave everyone with some wise words from Jessie Gender. You don't have to like something, but don't assume your opinion is ubiquitous and that it is objectively right. And that anyone who disagrees with you is lying as a result. And especially if someone gets angry about what I'm spouting out, just remember, it's just somebody's opinion. Okay, that's over and done with. Shout out to Cody Bear for being my 600th follower on Twitter. Also hello to Millie Skane for being my 602nd because I'm really afraid you're gonna stab me. To everyone else, please like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you're thinking. Join my Discord, support me on Patreon, and let's just dive right into the burns. Burn number 5, which is actually a double burn with Rafe. The original commenter says, maybe you can open with an explanation of why you had the entire Shanchan ever victorious Navy unleash everything they had on a poor little girl on the beach, or how you had the forces of Faldara hard charging the back of their own defensive fortification. Rafe Judkins replied, that girl had it coming. So did the entire coastline and all its cities. Which was great, by the way. That also bothered me, and I'm just happy to know that actually the Shanchan devastated the coastline. But this was then followed up with a hateful comment.
What a fucking joke you and the show are. Reading through your replies has made me understand much more clearly why the show was so awful.
To which our queen replied, our audience retention, viewership, and repeat streams respectfully disagree. You don't get a season 3 green light before season 2 is released with an awful show. Just saying. Oh bitch. Burn 4, which is a continuation of Burn 5 actually, because book club's gonna book club. Sarah had continued replying on this thread. Representation in media for our youth is important. I think RJ understood that, which is why most of the heroes have vague descriptions. He avoided race and religion, and he leaned into cultures and customs. The reader could relate no matter who was doing the reading. To which Hateful Commenter replied,
Jordan wrote a story with ethnicity and skin color at the center of a major plotline and a very clear stereotypical gender binary, claiming he was woke before wokeism means you either have read the story or have terrible reading comprehension, confirmation bias, and action. Meh.
To which she replied, talk to his wife and assistants before you come at me with this. I know what his intention was because not only did his editor tell me, but also I've read his notes, written in his own fucking hand. Sorry, no fucking. He wrote a story with customs and culture. Fuck. God fucking damn, I need that on a t-shirt, please. Sarah was not taking shit that day and she came in for slaying. Burn number 3. Okay, so burn 3 is actually a very long conversation, but I will go to the highlights, starting with a minor burn to this hateful comment of,
I would put my track record for being right about the want books against anyone. I am a Robert Jordan originalist. I rarely bring up the race swapping because actors are now playing those roles, and I would never want to post anything that may be interpreted to reflect on them.
To which Sarah replied, with a minor burn, why would an originalist even entertain watching the show, as it was clear from the start it would be an adaptation. Hashtag define adaptation. I imagine then you've got personal access to his notes, family and employees to be able to claim you know his intention for reader's interpretation? Oh. This goes on for a while and then hateful comment continues.
I don't like to argue on the race issue. It is toxic. My biggest issue is that having Two Rivers flow be white was a problem that had to be fixed. I don't like identity politics. I follow all writers' canon out of respect for their work. Race swapping is never the answer.
To which our queen replied, Robert Jordan was still alive when the idea of turning what into visual media. I have personally seen notes exchanged where he recognized that some things would need to change completely if there were ever to make its way to television. So I'll leave you with that. Good night. Fuck. Mic drop, bitch. I mean, for one thing, I am loving how much insight we're getting into the process, as well as like just how much input Robert Jordan had into this, and the fact that there were notes from his hand talking about this. That's just so lovely to know. And now I have so much ammunition whenever racists come calling. Burn number 2. Someone replies to Rafe's original post about drinking gin and tonic and asking about any What Season 2 questions.
Yes, I do. Why did you destroy my favorite books? Hashtag Rafe is the dark one.
To which Sarah replied, I didn't realize it was possible to destroy a book with an adaptation. How does it work? Each time someone watches an episode, a book disappears? Oh my god, Sarah, you're a fucking treasure. Oh my fucking lord. That's enough. The shop's closed. Everyone go home because we're done. I'm done, you're done. Fucking everyone's done. Because that was such a good line. And finally, my burn number 1 is not actually a reply to anyone specifically, but actually maybe a reply or a reaction to all the fucking confident speakers about stuff. Yes, I'm calling out the booklooks. Because Sarah tells us, booklooks.
You ruined everything. You should be ashamed.
You're
Dumb. Keep
your
woke agenda out of our fantasy. You live rent-free in our heads.
Unless I'm actively engaging, I don't think about the trolls. Thank you so much, Twitter of Time, for the sweet messages. I'm great. To which she left this wonderful Mad Men gif.
I feel bad for you.
I don't think about you at all.
And she said, please don't worry. I am excellent at protecting my peace. The hateful opinions and words of strangers on the internet are no threat to it. I welcome passionate discussion and differing views as long as it stays respectful. Fucking preach. Fucking preach. And some bonus content because there were some great replies to this. Snakes and Foxes, that beautiful Snakes and Foxes, replies to that tweet with, fun that I see this and right under was this tweet. Anyway, thanks for all you do. Thanks for keeping in touch for us. We're looking forward to season 2 and all the hype that's leading to it. And then quote tweets this about, Twitter explained in 15 seconds.
¿Y qué opina usted del gobierno canario? ¿Y de los ayuntamientos de la isla?
To which Yellowfin Shaw or Janya Sedai replies, this one's even better. Book looks left, Sarah right. And so that was my list for my top 5 Sarah Nakamura burns. There are probably so many others, but those were my favorites. I just loved how much insights we got from, all those replies. And I got some great things from the Q&A as well from her. Especially, for example, the conscious decision to take away the safety buffer of the circles. I love that. That's probably another discussion point somewhere else, but that was one of the things that I super appreciated and loved hearing straight from Sarah's mouth. And I just want to say to Sarah, thank you so much for being there and for actively engaging. There is so much hate in the internet. There is so much confident bluster in the internet. And I don't know how you do it. The brief tastes I've had with it, I have been very burnt from it. So I am so in awe of you. And thank you so much for all that you do. I would like to echo what everyone else has been saying, but you are a fucking treasure. And we are lucky to have you. To all the people who might have been offended by the content of this video, please note that while the words were Sarah Nakamura's, the tone was mine. And I'm a sassy bitch, so blame that on me and keep it respectful. So what did you guys think of this video? Did I miss any great burns from Sarah Nakamura? Did I miss any great burns from anyone else in Twitter of Time? Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Join my Discord, support me on Patreon, and I'll see you next time.
Somebody's opinion.